Answer. Starring Dean Jenkinson. Please welcome Dean Jenkinson.
Thank you very much. It's a thrill to be here. My name is Dean. I'm a very self-centered person. That's just the way it is. I'm easily the most self-centered person that I'm aware of, certainly. Could be people way more self-centered. I don't care, frankly. Enjoy yourself. But I'm trying to make baby steps into getting more connected and involved and give back. I signed up recently with the Big Brothers organization, and it's going very well. Every Saturday now, a 60-year-old guy comes and picks me up. Take me to the zoo, you know. He's got a motorcycle. It's cool. I'm from Winnipeg. Thank you very much. It's a cold city. Winnipeg's one of those cities that's so cold that your flatulence has wind chill. It's like minus 25, but it smells like minus 40. Winnipeg, it's the only city, I'll tell you the true story, only city in the country, somebody started up a condom delivery phone service in my hometown, a number you can dial that will drive to your house, guessing you might be too embarrassed to be in a drugstore. Does that make any sense? What's more embarrassing, buying from one other guy across the counter, or having the condom courier express come blazing down your street, siren going, the lights are flashing, right outside your house, neighbors, what is there, a fire across the street? I don't know, that's Bob, he's getting lucky. Honey, come here. Good for Bob. Guaranteed 30-minute delivery or you're pregnant. That's their motto. But, they deliver like pizza. Here's the other thing about Winnipeg, and I don't know if this will make any sense when I ask you. Can you get one pizza delivered to your door here in town? Yeah, in Winnipeg, I swear, it's all 2-for-1 deals. Packages, promotions, that kind of thing. Here's what happens the other day. We want pizza. What do? Pick up the phone, dial any 7 of the same number. Chances are. And we're on the line with the lady. We don't have a menu in front of us. Make it easy. Regular pepperoni pizza, please. A couple cans of Coke. Shouldn't be hard. She can't do it. She's like, oh, no, we don't have one pizza. All our pizza's 2-for-1 pizza. Okay, well, I guess a couple of small pepperoni then. No, we don't have a small size. Our small size is the medium size. All right, well, that's impossible, but... Well, with medium being a size between 2 other sizes, but I don't really feel like arguing logic with you. A couple medium, and don't forget the Coke. No, we don't have Coke. Our Coke's Pepsi. Send over whatever you'd like. How's that? Perfect. All right. So half an hour later, the guy's at the door. How much? Ooh, $20. Well, we don't have $20. Our $20 is $10. Open it up. Condoms. Oh, perfect. Well, at least I'm not as unhappy as the other guy. So I had a good flight out here, which is good. Good flights are good. Last flight I took, not as good. I flew north out of Winnipeg, and I don't know if you've taken a small plane up north of civilization, but it is different than flying Winnipeg-Toronto. Here's one difference I noticed. 9/11 had no effect on security on flights going to Canada's north. No one worried about a 12-seat plane being crashed into the Legion Hall. Believe me. It's not on Osama's list. First Manhattan, then Flin Flon. Northern Manitoba is safe for a while. And I didn't know, depending on which airline you fly on, you might not even fly out of Winnipeg's international, I can't even say that with a straight face, Winnipeg's international airport. You're flying off the other side of the runways, right, out of Winnipeg's industrial park area. Right, some kind of corrugated aluminum shed is your airport for the day. Right? 3-legged dog barking at me on the way in. Creepy. And I'm not the brightest person in the world. I've got an airline ticket in my hand. I figure I got to be there an hour before for pre-boarding and all that. And I beat the girl at the counter there by like 10 minutes. So she unlocks the door. And And we head in, and I realize it's the door we came in, it's her counter, there's a few seats, and then it's just another door that goes right onto the runways, right? There's no x-ray machine, there's no security checkpoint, nobody can hold a wand over you, right? Just the other door. It's protected, it's got the 4-button combination lock, which as a passenger you don't know, right? Unless you happen to look. So 4312, by the way. And so we walk in, and I'm like, I'm going to Thompson, Manitoba. Inco is having a little fundraising dinner, the good people at Inco there. And, I'll tell you, that's almost an incident. The bartender at the Inco dinner initially refuses to serve anyone. He points to a big sign, "No minors." And we got him a dictionary, and we laughed and laughed and laughed. And then we got hammered. It was good. So I tell her, I'm going to Thompson. And she says, oh, good. Have a seat. I'm so glad you're here. I might have stood. You never know. Would you like my luggage? No, you take that with you. Can I start the plane for you, too? What? Why are you here? And so there I am with an hour to kill in the, what would you call it? Lounge, I guess? I don't know. That seems a little generous to describe the facilities, but, there was open liquor, so all right, lounge. No VLTs, but it did kind of feel like I was gambling, so all right, lounge. And you're waiting for whatever happens next. Here's what happens next. The pilot walks in, right? The 19-year-old pilot. But he's got an eye patch. That's not good, is it? Co-pilot's got one here. They just kind of lean in. Triangulate like that. What do you think? Is that a big mountain far away or a little mountain close up? Far away? All right. So he comes up to me, and as far as I can tell, here's the entirety of the security check. He says, is that your bag? Mm-hmm. Better grab it, we're going. I'm like, really, is that it? I've got nail clippers in there. That could be trouble. No, that's fine, don't worry about that. By the way, here's a free set of steak knives. Thanks for flying with us. Appreciate your business, good to have you on board. There's like no security. Although he did ask me this. He says, do you have any drugs in that bag? I'm like, no. Well, I guess we're smoking mine again. You should bring some next time. We'll have fun. I'll let you fly. You can wear the patch. It'll be good. But, I think I prefer the flying. Every time I get in a car and have to leave Winnipeg, well, you'll be in the car for a while, for one. But I was getting the near misses with the wildlife, deer and moose. Has anybody gotten one recently? Terrifying. I asked the crowd up in Thompson, anybody ever hit a moose or a deer? And one guy says, one time open hand. That's a tough town. You're fighting wildlife, isn't it? What would it even be about? Stop looking at my headlights. That would be. Just when you run out of buddies to beat up. I'm going to the woods, I'm getting a smack. It's a small town, I'm looking for fresh challenges. It's a weird conversation. I asked him, was it dark? Was it slippery? No, it was brown and white. I got to drive down to the States a little while back, and, we're different nations. That's not news to a single person here. I find it'll strike me at odd times, little times. Like I remember watching that Who Wants to Marry a Multimillionaire show on the Fox network. And to me, there it is. That's America. Glamour, excess, the promise of being rich and famous. Canada, we value thrift. Good sense, Our show would be Who Wants to Marry a Guy with a whole lot of Club Z points. That'd be awesome. And just women lined up for that thrifty Canadian. Looking sharp in his Z-wear. Canadian Tire money in this pocket. He's ready for the world. Canadian Bachelor. I turn on Survivor. I love watching Survivor, but you can't fool yourself into thinking these aren't Americans, can you? I mean, Canadian Survivor, what would that look like? Just second day on the island, run out of beer. That's it. That's the whole deal. Third day, we're swimming to the liquor store. Come on! No, I don't care about immunity. I care about sobriety. We're going. There'd be a castaway from the Maritimes. Okay, listen up. You can only fish 18% of the time, and the rest of the time we'll just write you a check. It's the best we can do. Castaway from Winnipeg wastes all his time sandbagging. It's the beach. Relax, it's the tide. It'll come in every day. We're not digging a trench around the whole camp. Forget it, it's not happening. Okay. They're just different countries. Like Americans, they'll take ordinary people, put them in some kind of life-threatening situation, make them eat disgusting things, call it fear factor. Well, here we just call that Air Canada. I don't know what's going on in the world. Everyone's worried about Iran becoming a nuclear power. India's a nuclear power. That scares me. I don't know, no offense, but, you know, a country that can start a nuclear war that believes in reincarnation? Push the button, don't worry, we're coming back. Push it one time, I want to see. I'm going to be a goose. Come on, push it. You're such a chicken. You'll never be a chicken. You'll just be that guy sitting there not pushing his button. That's what you'll do. It's just stuff you can't wrap your head around. Suicide bombers, can you wrap your head around that? How does that work? The only thing I can kind of click with is these are 17-year-old boys who are told as their reward for doing this they will receive what? 72 virgins in heaven. Folks, I remember being 17. Probably would have strapped dynamite to my chest to get to second base. Are you kidding me? 72 virgins? Oh, man. I think I'd be the one guy, okay, listen, could I get like maybe 36 virgins and 36 real sluts? It's heaven, right? I don't want it to be awkward 72 times in a row, you know? Somebody teach me something. I can't be the only one who knows, you know? Just have 72 of them huddled together. Did he do that thing with the... Yeah, what was that? I don't know what that was. Somebody tell him don't do that. I don't know what he should do. I've never done this. All right. Guess it'll suck for eternity. Guess it'll just be terrible. Man. I am a single guy. I got married young. I got married back in '94. I was 23 years old, and it didn't work out. It was a strange wedding. I should have known it would be weird. My family, all from Ireland, Irish roots. Her family, all French-Canadian. So French-Canadians and Irishmen at the wedding. It was the bartender's dream come true. That's what it was. Just 150 drunks, and every last one of them demanding independence from the English. And yeah, it didn't last very long. Well, she was from Quebec. She wanted to separate. And so we took a vote, and what do you know? 50% is enough. You don't need plus one. You really don't. Oh, I wish that was a joke. What's new and exciting in my life? My friends took me fishing this summer. I don't fish often or terribly well. I didn't realize we were not keeping the fish. I guess they call it sport fishing, catch and release fishing. I didn't know. And you know, it's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm proud of myself. I caught the first one, and my buddy's got it on the line like 3 seconds. Good for you, Dean. Off the hook. And back into the water, and I'm like, why did I come, you know? I'm fairly sure I could dangle a line in the tub and have as many at the end of the day. This is thrilling. And my friend's trying to explain, no, it's sport fishing. You catch the fish, you let it go. Much more humane for the fish. Like, I'm sure the fish thinks so. Hey, thanks for the hole in my face. That's nice. I'm a freak. I'd rather be in a pan. You're an idiot. And no offense to you, if anyone catches and releases, I don't want to make you mad. I think I made a guy mad at a show once because I leave. I find my tires slashed and repatched. My friends wanted to take me skydiving this summer, and I chickened out. I haven't gone. Because you know what scares me? It's the guy packing the parachute. There it all is, right? If he does it right, you're fine. If he does it wrong, it's my life, not his. What does he care? He can tie it in a knot and throw it in the pack. Big deal, huh? And my guy, the instructor, he didn't strike me as the brightest bulb on the tree, and he goes to hand me the pack, and I swear to God, the words out of his mouth, he says, hey, this is only the second one I ever packed. And I'm like, what? My buddy leans over and says, don't worry, Dean, you got the reserve chute. Oh, that was the first. My friend's big advice if you get to skydive, he says free fall from above the clouds. And before opening your chute, fall through the clouds. Very, very exciting. Unless you find out it's just a low-lying fog. A little less exciting. Or maybe more exciting. But... I got the, I feel like I'm kind of squinty and blinky. I got the laser eye surgery done this past year. Has anybody done the laser eye? Oh man, that's the best money I ever spent. I got the LASIK procedure, and I gave him the extra $50. I got the X-ray vision. Nice. It's not in the pamphlet. You got to ask. But I just got tired of having the savings. So. But they say they tell you everything. I don't think they tell you everything, right? I tried to be as prepared as I could so there'd be no surprises. They surprised me, and I'll tell you what happened. They put you in the chair, right? It's kind of like a dentist chair. They tilt you back, and they give you like a Nerf football to hang on to or something, just so you got, just keep your hands busy, right? So you don't punch, I'm guessing. Had to have happened at some point, and they said, just give them something to do with their hands. Huh? I'm tired of the black eyes, because that's your instinct. Eh? Somebody digging in your eyes, get away from me. But you got a little squishy thing, and they kind of dope you up a little bit, and then they put in they give you the clips, right, from A Clockwork Orange. So the re-education began, and then they put in the freezing drops, and thank God for the freezing drops, because I couldn't even imagine the procedure without. Well, do you remember like 100 years ago when they first pioneered the laser eye surgery? And there were no freezing drops, right? No lasers, really, come to think of it. Right, it would just be like a guy in a back alley with a lantern staring into my light, and you would go blind, and he'd run away with your money, and you couldn't chase him. It was a hell of a scam. But technology is much better now. And they have the lasers, and so they put in the clips and the drops, and that freezes it all up good. And then they put this, if you know what the LASIK procedure is about, they put this device on the side of my head that I think makes me look like a Borg for just a little while. Right, I am 20 of 7, and that fraction doesn't even work, does it? Of the 7 of us, I am number 20. We're not the smartest Borg, right? We can't count. We work together to come up with the wrong solutions to the equations. So they put this on the side of my head, and this has, if you know what the LASIK procedure is about, it's got a blade, and the blade goes across the top of your eye, and it makes a little slice that they peel back, because you wouldn't want to damage the eye, right? So they flip that back, and then he comes at you a little squeegee, boop, 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 cleans it up. So I give him a loonie, that's my usual. Because you don't want him ticked off doing the other eye, you cheap bastard, huh? So you grease him a little, and then he tells you you're going to see a red light, and look directly into the red light, and don't look away. And that's clearly the laser. You don't want to look away. Oh, I got a nose job too. Look at that. That's kind of nice, actually. Is that extra? Is that free? So he says, look into the red light, and that's your job, and we'll count you down, and just keep looking at the light, and everything will be great. So I see the light, and I'm looking right at the light, and the assistant, she says, 20 seconds, you're doing good. 15 seconds, terrific. 10 seconds, good job. And then right about, I figure maybe 7 seconds, here's what they don't tell you. Is that toast? Is somebody making toast? I get juice in a cookie when I give blood. Is there post-surgery toast that... Oh, man, folks, I thought I would live my entire life without knowing the smell of my own eyes burning. Did you think that could possibly occur? Huh? Did you think you would know that in your lifetime? If you're like at a county fair or something, some exhibition, and there's a tent, and the fortune teller says, in 3 years you will smell your eyes burn. You go, what? Under what possible circumstances? Huh? There's got to be butane in this later. I just filled it. There's no way. I swear this is full. What does the sun look like magnified? I've always wondered with the sun. How are you going to burn your eyes? So you kind of tense up for a second, and they sense it, and they tell you, no, that's normal, don't worry, and you relax, and then they do the other eye, and then you wake up the next day, and you can see the world, and it's a wonderful thing. But it freaks out, because I read the pamphlet like 20 times. I wanted to be prepared. And it says right in the pamphlet, this procedure is done with a cool laser beam. But I realize in hindsight, which, by the way, they can't correct, it's usually 20/20 anyways, they don't need to. I realize that's cool on the scale of laser beams, right? Which start at really fucking hot, right? And then they go up for wood-burning fire. That's way down here. If you want to cool your eyes down, get a match, light it, put it in there. That'll cool it right off. And I show that to the doctor afterwards. I say, isn't that a little misleading? Shouldn't you change that? A cool laser beam? Well, it's kind of neat. It's a doctor that likes puns. So, so no more glasses, which is great. The last pair I got, it was the first time it had the 1 hour service. Have you seen that in the Lens Crafters, where they got the lab in the store? Big glass partition, the big sign, watch us make your glasses in 1 hour. Somebody making glasses in there? Or? Empty lab, get out. Empty lab, all right, I thought he was making glasses. My dad's at the age, he just got his first pair of the bifocals, right? He's got a line through the middle of the lens, and below the line, magnified for reading, right? And above the line, that's for distances, right? He can't see far or near, and he's blind. Can't see far or near, we call it blind, but whatever, you know. He likes the glasses better than the dog and the cane. We play along. Let people live their lives, you know, don't interfere. But he loves them. You raise the head and you look at the page and the words will jump right at you. It's wonderful, wonderful technology. But the other day, he gives me an elbow. He says, hey, now your mom's breasts look huge. It's my mom, big guy. I don't want to know. Just enjoy your glasses and shut up. I don't need to hear it. Save it for your buddies at work. Man, it's not a bonding moment you want to have, father and son, is it? Your mom, let me tell you. No. That's all right. And now mom wants bifocals. I'm going to sing you a song about a movement afoot in New Brunswick. Apparently the old people, the senior citizens, have decided the government doesn't listen to them, doesn't care about the issues that affect them. So what they're doing is they're starting their own party. And it's called the Grey Party, no word of a lie. And I thought that was just adorable, in the least condescending meaning of the word. Well, over in New Brunswick, the old folks are enraged, sick and tired of politicians ignoring folks their age, so they're parking their RVs and they're gonna take a stand and start their own political party. 'Cause hey, they've got time on their hands. They may not know good government, but they know what they like, and they don't want lower pensions. They don't want tax hikes, they don't want to pay for prescription drugs, whether name brands or clones, and the old men want there to be free Viagra. The old women don't. Well, they call themselves the Grey Party, though their hair is blue, and though their faces might be wrinkled, their destiny seems smooth. They're to seize political power, they're to set the wrong things right. They won't be hard to find on a ballot, they're the choice in large print type. They'd outlaw spicy food and they'd ban all rock and roll. Give Matlock and Lawrence Welk the highest honors they can bestow. Drive down the price of bran and prunes and fiber and depends, and raise the seniors discount to 95%. If they got elected, you'd notice changes right away. Every political speech would start with the words, "In my day." Press conferences might get a little weird, with the premier taking quarters from behind reporters' ears. Well, he'd offer you hard candy, forget, and then offer you some more. The smell of gold bond powder, and tell stories about the war. He'd ask about his policies, he'd say, "What?" And you'd have to holler, and then he'd thank you for coming, and he'd give you $1. The phone might ring as part of some regular occurrence, and he'd announce, "It's Patrick, he just bought life insurance." And then he'd say he has to go 'cause he's not allowed to drive at night. And then he'd clap his hands twice, turn out all the lights. You're a good crowd. Do you laugh big when you laugh? And when you don't,